primary students. It is Tuesday, which can only mean one thing. It's time for performing arts, and we are going back around the world in this extravaganza. So just as a recap, we are working on our masks in drama. We are working on Senegalese drum rhythms and music. And in dance, we have started ballet. So we will just crack right on, shall we? Let's do it. Okie dokie, upper primary actors. Today's lesson, as you can see, is called character development. Okay, so we are going to push our character that little bit more. If you remember, we started to work on who was this, who is this? Ooh. And when I put that on, who do I become? So we're going to carry on with a little bit of that. First of all, and then we're going to have a look at a professional actor who does this for a living, and I'm going to try and show you some video clips. I hope it's okay through the camera. I might turn off one of the lights at the back actually, so that you can see how a professional changes their body, and that might help us out a little bit. All right, but recap, rewind. What did we cover last lesson? Have a little think about what we did. Always important to remember, because of course we need to bring all that information that we learned last time and continue to use it. We don't just wash it out the brain, do we? So what did we do? Well, we learned the word inform, didn't we? And what that means to a dancer, and you guys were moving to some different music, and what that means to an actor, and how we can make informed decisions to give our character a deeper meaning, okay? We are continuing with that. That is super important as we move on in this lesson. So today we are going to extend those thoughts, and you guys are going to start a choreographed sequence which will eventually form our final performance piece in a few weeks' time. For the characters that we looked at with our masks last week. And like I said, we're going to study a professional actor. So let's get going. All right, so you are going to need to put your mask on. I hope you've all remembered to bring it with you. So now that we've thought about our character, do you remember we thought about how old they were, their personality? Are you a male, a female? Does it not matter? Who is this person? So you guys are going to create a sequence. You need to start in a still pose to show your character. So still. Something. Are they grumpy? Are they nervous? So you're not moving. It's going to be still. Then you're going to move for 10 seconds as your character. So that could be walking, it could be dancing, it could be doing an everyday task, anything for 10 seconds. And then you're going to freeze in a different pose at the end. So you need 3 things in your sequence, okay? Start a pose, move for 10 seconds, freeze pose. But remember, when I put this on, I am not Mrs. Bates anymore. I mean, I don't think I've got a beard last time I checked. I become a different person, and mine was like a big jolly old man. So maybe mine would be like Walker holding my tummy because I'm laughing at a big jolly walk with these sort of elbows, okay? I'm not going to do it, you're going to do it. I'm going to count to 10 and tell you when and what, right? So have a little moment to think. You need these 3 things. You might want to use a mirror to see what it looks like. Practice different things. What's your start pose going to be? Where's your back going to be? Your arms, your legs, your head. And then you're going to have to think of something to move for 10 seconds. And then freeze at the end. All right, let's give this a try. Put your masks on quickly. All right. Give me the thumbs up when you're ready, team. All right then, so can you get in your starting pose now? Freeze. All right, ready? You are going to move as your character for 10 seconds now. And stop, end pose, freeze. Amazing. And relax, actors. Shake it all out. All right. So that was your first experiment. Maybe some of that felt awesome. Maybe some of it just wasn't right. Have a think. Tweak it and we'll give it another go, okay? We're going to have time in other lessons to work on this. Have another think. Was that the right character? Would your character be riding a bike? Would your character be walking the dog? I'm not sure. Okay, let's give it another try, okay? Maybe you want to keep something, change something. So let's start with our opening position. So, first pose, go! Freeze! Establish to the audience who you are. All right, we've got our 10 seconds of movement. Now! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and stop in your position! Freeze! And come out of character, shake it off, take that mask off for me. Well done, everyone. So you've had 2 attempts at some of the things that your invented character could do. See me, but I'm here. Hello. Right, so this is our professional actor. This actor is called Andreas. And Andreas is from a company called Family Floss, I think that is pronounced, which is a theatre company that uses masks. How incredible that he gets to be a professional actor for a living and do this stuff all the time. So let's have a look at our person. Who are they? Are they male or female, old or young? Why does Andreas look like he might be from? I think it looks like he's sitting in a theatre because of all the seats around him. All right, so now we know what Andreas looks like. We're going to see Andreas in a performance. We're going to see I think it's 4 little clips, okay? And he plays 4 different characters because he changes his mask and his costume. So what I want you to look at is how does he develop each character? We can't see his face. We can only see the body. So what is he doing and how does he change? It might give us some clues to help us create our own characters, okay? Now, if you can imagine, I'm sure you've done performances before. When you aren't on stage, you're backstage, aren't you? Hiding and being very, very quiet so the audience can only hear those that are on stage. This show is actually about being backstage. So these are people that have just got off stage and they're waiting in the wings or in the back, okay? So let's see how these masks inform character choices. I will tell you which one Andreas is in each clip because we won't be able to see his face, okay? So, in our very first clip, is this going to work? No, we're back to that. Oh yes, it is going to work. In our first clip, Andreas is wearing the blue shirt. Whoop. Very short clip. So the blue shirt, hopefully you can see there's not too much glare, hang on. Any better? Still glary, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, less glare. So blue shirt here, okay, let's have a look. All right, so I think perhaps then Andreas was like in charge, a bit stompy, a little bit bossy, maybe a middle-aged adult. All right, let's see who Andreas is now. Andreas in this one has the triangle and the red bow tie. Let's have a watch. Here's Andreas in a different mask and a different costume. Three on the balls of his toes. All right. So our next one, let's see how this changes. Number 3 is that Andreas is the violin player. And I think it's the first person to come on. Here's Andreas. A much older character. Notice how he moves so differently to the last one. Look at his speed, his back, his footwork. There, so there's another example of the laughing that we saw, but perhaps that's a little different from the one I did. And then last but not least, Andreas is in the red dress. Those 4 clips there, and you could see the difference in how an actor may be asked to embody all different types of characters, and it's your job. And of course, when your face is taken away and given somebody else's, we have to rely on our bodies. So I hope that gave you a taste for some ideas that you could do to create yours. Next lesson on Thursday, we're going to look at our energy levels, because I think that was really, really obvious that we had to change those energy levels there in each character. That's going to be us. But for now, we are out of time and drama. Let's move on to music. Okay, upper primary musicians, welcome to Tuesday's music lesson. So let's have a think about what we did on Thursday last week. You might be able to see a little bit of a clue further down on the screen, but let's have a remember. We learned some really important skills actually. What did we do? You got it? There is a little bit of clue there, isn't there? So we learned steady beats and triplets, yes? So our steady beat stayed at exactly the same time, constantly. Kind of like a marchy pulse. And the triplets were where you added 3 beats in the space of 1 steady beat. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so today we will have a little practice of that. We will then see how we can incorporate dance into this, which is very typical of Senegal. And don't forget, our core work is a celebration piece. And we're even going to listen to some of our core work, which is our Senegalese music. Okay, so as a recap, let's try our steady Eddie or triplets game once again. So if I shout steady beat, You can march or you can clap on the steady beat. If I shout triplets, you've got to change it up to the triplets. And as an extension, what we did with upper primary last week is you can try and keep the feet on the steady while the hands do the triplet. But that's the extension if you want to. You can keep your feet still if you like. All right, let's get our favourite drummer back on the scene. Listen out for what I ask for. So start a steady beat. Triplets. Steady beat. Triplets. Steady beat. Triplets. Steady beat. Triplets. All right. So brilliant. Okay. Hopefully some of you managed to get the feet working as well there. Hello? Hello? Oh, we're back. Okay. So what we're going to try and do now is we are going to add some dancing into this, okay? So we're going to march on our steady beat. You have to watch me and you have to listen out. Because if I start doing a triplet, that is your cue to dance, okay? This is what that means in the Senegalese music we're going to listen to in a moment, okay? If I start tripleting, you guys are going to dance anything you like, whatever you feel like doing. But when that stops, you have to go back to the march. And then as soon as it starts again, you are dancing, going crazy, all right? So let's have it here. See what we can do. Let's bring our Mr. Drummer Man back. Right, here we go. Have a listen. So march with me. Keep it cool. Whenever I triplet, you have to dance, all right? Back to marching. Keep dancing. Oh, it's gone and stop. All right, well done everyone. So should we add some stopping and starting there? Might look like a wee bit of a seizure, but it does get us warm in time for dance, I suppose, as well, doesn't it? Brilliant. Okie dokie. So we are listening with it, moving our bodies, thinking about our coordination. It is time for a listening reflection. So the music that I'm going to play is from our core work that Juilliard recommends that we use and work with. Those of you that aren't familiar or who are new, Juilliard is a huge performing arts school in New York City. It's probably the most famous place in the world to go and study if you want to be a musician or a dancer or an actor. So they audition and only like the best people in the world get into Juilliard. And yeah, they churn out some of the most famous people. And they work with us. We are so, so lucky. And they work with us and they create a program and give us pieces of music and pieces of drama and pieces of dance that they think are perfect examples to teach you guys to learn certain skills, and this is one of them. And of course our mask work and drama is too. So the triplets in the Senegalese music is a sign for everyone to dance, just like you did. So you are marching, and when I did that clap, that was inviting you to dance. This is going to be exactly the same. So we're going to have a listen first, see if we can hear the triplets. Now it's up to you when we're listening. You can stay standing if you want to stay active, but try to stay really focused on listening, so not moving around. I sometimes find it super helpful to sit on the floor or to even lie down and shut my eyes so I can't be put off by anything else, and all I'm thinking about is what I can hear. So while I find the music, find yourself a comfy spot to simply just listen. All right, let's see first of all if you can just hear those triplets. You don't need to do anything, just think to yourself. Here we go.
Umar Baya Jakmia Remona Yabeyango.
Present. So hopefully you could hear the triplets. I'm going to help you out next time. As a thought, what kind of dancing do you think the people in Senegal might do to this type of music? Because guess what, folks? It's your turn. Let's give it a try. So this time we are going to join in. You can stand, you can clap, you can do whatever on that steady beat, or you can just stand and listen if you need to. And when those triplets come in, you are going to dance like nobody is watching, probably because they aren't. Anything you want, you can try and fit in what you think might happen in Senegal, you're dancing, whatever. But when that triplet stops, you stop. All right, let's have a try. I'll help you out a little. Maybe, will I? No, I won't. Maybe you're stamping, maybe you're clapping. Amazing. I hope you're all out of breath now. Super well done, everybody. Okay, we are nearly out of time for today. Have we got time to do this? No, we've got 9 seconds. So next time on Thursday, we've been doing back and forwards with rhythms. And next we need to think about how we get tune in there, so it's not just percussion. All right, people, but we will move to Thursday for that. Well done, everyone. Make sure you've got some water nearby. I'm going to tie my hair back and get the bar out, and it's time to ballet. Okay, upper primary dancers, we are at the last segment for today's lesson. Let's recap what we did last time and move on with each of our exercises and our routine. So we are, of course, looking at ballet. We need the bar for our first exercise to get us warm, which is pliés, which means to bend. You can use the back of a chair, the table, the back of a couch, something that you can lightly put your hand on and we're not gripping for dear life. So I seem to remember we did our warm-up in first and second last time. Let's add third on today, all right? So we will remember demi-rise, full dégagé. Right, so hand can be on the hip, hand can be rubber. You can take it out to second behind your back, wherever you want to go, okay? So the heels join together. Legs, if you think about those bands of muscles all turning out and the toes are pointing out in a V. Our demi-plie was where our heels stayed on the floor. We made that window and we did a rise and then we went all the way down, keeping our back nice and straight but not sinking at the bottom, using the strength of the muscles of the pants to come back up And then we shot these toes straight out and landed in second. And we did it again. And we remember that we don't take our heels off at all in second. So we do half a bend, we don't go the full way. Rise, and then our full bend as far down as we can go without releasing the heels. And last time we closed it into first. This time we're going to learn where third is. It's kind of in between fifth and first. Do you remember we looked at fifth for our sautés, which was where the big toe joint was? Well, do you know on your foot, how there's like a little curvy inny outy bit? So just after like the ball and then just before the heel there's a curve. That's where your heel is going to sit for third. So we now know first position, second position, third position, fifth is very similar to third. All we need to do is 4, then we've got a bingo, full house. So we're going to try it in third. So in that curve of the foot, this is the same as first in terms of where your heel releases. So as far down as you can go without releasing the heel is your demi. Rise as normal. And then release the heels on the full. Don't sink. Boom. All right. We will try this in first, second and third today. Thursday we'll probably add on 4, then we'll have the full warm-up combo sorted. I just want my home. I didn't think it was going to work. And down. And rise. All the way down. To second. So half a bend. And rise. Down as far as you can. Into third. In that gap. We bend. All the way down, release the heels. All right, let's go on the other side, team. You might need to turn around and work it out. So you're going to work the other leg. I'll talk you through it. First position, here we go. Demi and up and rise. Go all the way down, release the heels. Up to gadget to second, feet are apart, half bend. And rise, all the way down, up into third. So in that little cubby hole made for your heel. All the way down, bring it back and shut it first, close it. Beautiful. Very nice, everyone. Perfect work, team. We are getting there with that, aren't we? And hopefully the thighs are nice and warm and the calves from our rises and our feet. So, put your bar away. I did promise you more space in there this time. I've moved the camera way back. So, before we crack on with our routine at the races though, we had best be remembering our leg roll, which means to, might as well jump. Jump! Okay. So, we did sautés in fifth last week. A sauté was when you jump and you land in exactly the same position. The same position as where you started. So we started by doing them in first position, didn't we, where our heels were together, and we jumped and landed together. And then we looked at how can we put our heel where that toe joint is, and jump and land in exactly the same place. And then we tried it on the other foot, yes? Okay, our next move is called a glissade devant. Ooh, I'm thinking a bit mean with this leg roll combination. But all these steps will help us with our dance as well, so we might as well learn them, right? So, imagine you've landed from your sauté and your heel is in your toe bone, okay? We're gonna skedaddle that way, right? So, bend your knees. Shoot this leg off to the side. Go and jump on it, land on it, put the other foot behind, okay? You're going to keep that foot in front, so that one shoots behind. So we're in our fifth, our knees are bent. Shoot the leg to second. Hop onto it, kind of, and then close that behind. I'm saying kind of, because it is meant to be a, but not too high. You keep quite low to the ground. So we try that in one solid movement. Out, jump, land. Try again. And jump, land. That, my beautiful friends, is a glissade devant. We've just done it with this leg in front. That is my right. It might be your left if you're mirroring me. Let's swap and try the other way. So now this leg is where the toe joint is. Bend them knees. What's this called? Knee bend. Plie. Is it a full plie or is it a demi plie? Are the heels off the ground? No. So it's a demi. Look at this. Look at what we're doing. This is just incredible. Anyway, front leg. Swoosh it out. Zoom. Go on to it. Boom. Land behind. Try that again. Out. Over. Land. Now in one smooth transaction. And again. That is your glissade devant. Glissade, to glide, devant, in front. It means the leg that starts in front stays in front. That's all that means, all right? Glissade devant. So, let's try 2 sautés in fifth. We jump and we land in the same place. And a glissade devant. And then we'll swap feet and go the other way. So it will look like this. Sauté, sauté, glissade. Woo! What has Mrs. Bates had for breakfast? Swap legs, other leg in front. Sauté, sauté, glissade. Ready? 5, 6, 7, and sauté, sauté, glissade. Beautiful, team. Let's try that with the music. Beat it. Just beat it. Oh, this is going to be quick. So the tempo is going to be jump, jump, and in. Short, snippy, slippy, snappy, zippy, whatever. Ready? Fires in his eyes and a da-da-da-da-da. So beat it. 6, 7, and we jump, jump, and side. Try the other side. 5, 6, 7, jump, 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 and in. Lovely. Let's try one more time on each side. This leg in front. 5, 6, 7, and jump, jump, and side. Lovely. Let's go one more time on the side. Swap legs. Heel and big toe. 5, 6, 7, and we jump, jump, and very nice. Wowzers, the fire's in his eyes and the ba-da-ba-da-ba, so beat it. Right, apparently we've got 45 seconds for the dance. I don't think so, Fishbit, not today, love. Right, so let's remember what we've done. We went that way, didn't we? Let's me remember what we did. Right, okay. So, it was day of the races. We discovered that the motif or the gesture we might use with our hands is to look into our binoculars, remember? So we don't really need them, we're going to pretend. And we started with this leg, we're facing down to that diagonal, right at the back as far as you can go. This leg's behind, sur le coup de pied. If you remember that, go to your teacher tomorrow and say, I need some house points, please. Okay, so, hands to the binoculars. On the introduction, we're going to step back and bring our binoculars down, remember? Bing! I can't remember where my hands went. Where are you? Do we put them on the hips? I feel like that's the kind of thing I would do. I'll watch back and I'll remember. But then we did our galop pas de chat. Pas de chat means step of cat, exactly. Galop and jump. Do you remember? Other leg on the back. Galop and jump. Turn. Yes. Turn. Sneaky, that's why I said it like that. Okay, let's try again then without the music. So, la 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 la, step and down. A galop, pas de chat and wait. A galop, pas de chat and turn. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think I'm just making this up. I'm watching a lady on the video. Oh, maybe we do keep the arms there then. Well, that'll be fun. Right, let's give that a try, folks, and we should add some more on. Ready? And down. Galop, galop, pas de chat. just add some more on because I'm conscious of the time. So, la, 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 la. So now we're facing down to this corner, okay? This back foot's in front. We're going to slide it along the floor. See how I didn't take my heel off? I just did a slide. Slide to the left. Crisscross. Slide. Hop. Boom. That leg's behind. Bend and stretch that leg. Slide. Hop. Let's do it again with the other leg. Slide. Hop. I always think these look a little bit like we're sort of ice skating until the hop comes in, you know? So like this. Slide. Hop. Slide. Hop. And then we're going to run to the opposite back corner to where we started. La, 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 la. Using all the space. Bravo, ISTD. So, from the beginning, that's all we're going to add on to, right? La, 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 step, point, gallop. Gallop, pas shot, back leg. Gallop, pas shot, and turn. Slide and hop. Slide and something on my pants, you know. Run, 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 and stop. Do you know what that was? The string from the mask. Anywho, yes, add it on, now I'll let you go. Okay. Woo! Okay. And gallop, pas shot, gallop, pas shot, turn, step up. Nice and slow, and a run. Ding, ding. You can hear it stop. Oh, and then this lady goes up on it. Give her a minute. I'll simplify that. Right. That's awesome. Well done, guys. It's so quick to add in loads of new moves, but you have added loads of new moves. We are learning at such a rapid rate, and it just takes practice to make it perfect. Well done. Rest up. Thanks for joining. See you on Thursday, everybody.